Hello! Nicholas Villars here, aka Super Divorce. Welcome to the Super Divorce YouTube channel. Welcome to Casually Gaming, to another session of Arcade Paradise. And hello to the chat this evening. Hello to Carrot. Hello to my wife. Hello to Mr. Jorfus. And I believe we'll probably be joined by Joe's World. He was saying he had some sort of issue with his YouTube channel. Just says, I don't want to embarrass you, Nick, but you look very orange. That's the warm glow that's happening right now. That's just the glow in the room. And you know what? I'd rather look orangey than washed out and like super deathly white looking. Sometimes that's a problem. You know, starting up a video, a live stream, and I look in the camera and I see that I look like I'm the Undertaker, like old school Undertaker when he would have kind of white makeup on. I don't look like that, so I'll deal with orange. That's fine. We just watched the new Dragon Ball Super movie, and you know, I'll just pretend I'm Orange Piccolo. How about that? Jesus all orange, my wife says. That's a new nickname. Jesus all orange. Cheers to that. That's fine with me. There's Joe's World. Joe says, what do you feel about me having to leave? Well, what do you mean you have to leave? What's going on? Joe seems to be in some sort of pickle with Google or YouTube or both. I guess they're kind of one and the same at this juncture. But Joe, friend of the channel, is having some issues and some difficulty, and I don't know exactly what it is. He let me know in a comment on another video that I just posted just about 15 minutes ago. What was that video? It was my video number 2 in the... My brain is fried right now. What's the game called? Self-Delusion. The Self-Delusion playthrough that I'm doing. I posted video number 2, and Joe let me know in the comments there he's having some issues with his channel. Mr. Jorfus asks me, can you sing a song where it says disgusting traitor? I feel like I've addressed something like this before with you, haven't I? You wanted me to say something several times in a row, and I feel like there's a trick to it. I feel like there's a rib. You know? Like when people used to say, I don't know, I'm trying to think of one of these elementary school tricks. Oh, here's one where you would write down like I cup on a piece of paper, and you walk up to someone and you say, hey, can you read these letters? And they say, yeah, I can do that. I-C-U-P. You see me pee? You know, that kind of shit. And I feel like that's what Mr. Jorfus is trying to do here. He's trying to get me to say a particular string of words or a phrase that has some ulterior meaning, and it's going to be used to bring me down somehow, to make me the butt of a joke. I feel like that's what's happening. Joe's World, providing some more info on his situation here, says, Google's doing a stupid thing, and I'm underage for YouTube, apparently, and I only have like 10 days left until I'm gone. You're under... How old do you have to be for YouTube? Joe's being booted from YouTube for being underage. I didn't realize there was, I see little kids with a YouTube channel. You know? They're like really famous kids with YouTube channels. You see their toys in Target and shit. So what's the deal? Did you have to have your parents like sign up for you, and you didn't do that somehow? I just assumed that you were, I assumed you were a man, Joe. I never asked. I don't query my subscribers about their age. So I just assumed you were here. Usually here late at night. If you're not old enough to have a YouTube channel, how are you jumping on live streams at past midnight or past 1 or 2 a.m.? Because you've been in here late before. Carrot wants me to know if I can shout out his friend Phil. Yeah, what's up, Phil? How's it going? Phil M. The good guy. Carrot's good friend Phil M. Not quite. You didn't quite get me. I saw what was going on there. Mr. Jorfus says, no, can you can sing a song that in some parts where it says disgusting traitor and there's no joke phrases, no cap. All right, he's no capped me. So that means it's for real. You want me to sing a song that somehow includes the phrase disgusting traitor. Well, if you're asking me to think of a song that has that phrase off the top of my head, then I don't know of any. But if you're asking me to make one up, then I can do that at some point in the future, just not right now. I'm not in a singing mood, unfortunately. But I'll get around to it. It's also fairly late. And if I were to belt out a tune right now, then I might wake someone. We've got some sleepers in the house at the moment, and I don't want to wake anyone up. And my singing voice can get a little loud. Carrot says no cap for realsies. For realsies. Yeah, so you may have noticed I've had to pump the brakes on the number of uploads this week. I've still managed to get, I'm still averaging over one a day. On Monday, I think it was, I uploaded individual track videos for the first Super Divorce album. And I got all of those up, and then I started this game that I'm working my way I finished it. I worked my way all the way through it, about lost my mind in the process. This game, Self-Delusion. And I'm uploading that in sort of chunked up videos because I'm trying to take a more YouTuber-y approach to uploads for a time. I'm going to see how it goes because I was looking at my channel, taking an inventory of how things were going. I had basically been pumping out no commentary gameplay videos, averaging I would say around one a day at least, if not more than that, for the past year. And it dawned upon me that I'm still getting uploads when I will sometimes break from that style, or sometimes even uploading no commentary gameplay videos. It depends on what the game is. Some games I play and I'll put the video up there and then it gets 20, 30 views. Sometimes I will play a game, upload it, and it gets several thousand. some of them into the tens of thousands. And I have no way of knowing what a video is going to do. No way to gauge it, no way to plan for it, just a complete crapshoot. And that's the way it's been for the past year. And that kind of alerted me to something. And it's a problem if you are like me and you're trying to run a YouTube channel and grow it and perhaps do something with it. It dawned on me that I wasn't getting enough repeat viewers. Not enough people were coming here and just visiting daily to see what the new upload was and watching it, at least for a few minutes. If you don't have that, it doesn't matter how many subs you have. If I get a subscriber, or let's say I get 150 subscribers on a video, no commentary video, where I'm playing through some new AAA title that comes out. I don't know. It's like people sub maybe so they can come back to the channel and finish watching that playthrough, but they were only interested in that game. And because I'm not in the corner of the screen and I'm not speaking over top of it, they have absolutely no reason to come back to see what I'm up to. It's not like I've hooked them with my dashing personality. They subscribed because they were interested in one very specific thing, and then they forget about the channel and move on. And I can't do that. That's not a good way to run a YouTube channel. I can't have that happen. You know? Luckily, some of you people in the chat, being the ones who are obviously the diehards, I would say, at this point. Some of you found your way here. Some of you have found a way to interact and continue coming back and making it about more than just watching whatever new no commentary video comes up. That's cool. That's what I'm looking for. And it's not that I want to stop posting no commentary shit, because I understand some people like that, but it's not going to push the channel forward, and it's not going to help things get to a point where where it goes to another level, let's say. And that's where I want to take things. So we're going to see if trying it this way brings in some new blood, brings some new faces into the fold, and gets more people coming around, watching videos on this channel regularly, which is what I need. Need to have that happen. Otherwise, playing these games every day, uploading them, doing all that stuff, it's fun. I like playing the games. I like putting them up here. But if the channel's not growing and it just stagnates, then I can't justify spending as much time doing it as I do. I got to a point late last year when I was still able to upload like main menu music. A lot of people were coming back for that stuff, listening to the video game tunes that I was capturing from in-game and then uploading those. And I was actually making a decent amount of money every month that it helped us get to a point where it was not an insignificant amount. It was actually helping out with bills and shit every month. And then poof, that was gone. And so got to figure out a way to get back to that point. That's what we're working on here. And yeah, the way that you have to get around the algorithm is to just have that built-in audience that comes to your channel no matter what. A lot of people want to bitch about the algorithm and blame the algorithm for their poor performance, and there's it's not that there's no point to be made there. People do have some good points to be made about the fickleness of the algorithm and how it is not really fair at all. You can't rely on it. You can try to play it. You can try to pump out content that sort of sits in the wheelhouse of what's going on that day, so you can catch those waves and kind of ride it. And that's what I've been doing with like new release games. That's how I've been able to do as well as I've done without putting any personality into the videos, is really just letting the games speak for themselves, which is, I think, an okay idea, but with no return customers, let's say, it's not a good long-term strategy, at least not for me, I don't think. So I'm trying to get to a point where the algorithm is just not a factor. Like, I don't concern myself with it. And if a video catches fire and happens to get into a good spot in the algorithm, then so much better. But ultimately, and I think every YouTuber should probably feel this way, is that, you know, you should try to build and maintain your audience and sort of cultivate relationships with your viewers and your subscribers that's going to keep them coming back regardless of whether or not they got an alert that day. Alerts are nice, and they really, I would say the one place they're really necessary is for live streams that are unannounced. But you can even get around that if you live stream at regular times on set days. See, there are workarounds to basically all these little wrenches that YouTube tries to throw in at you. You can get around them. You just have to be creative, and you have to be disciplined. And I will admit, I haven't been as disciplined as I should be. I'm working on it. That's why I got on here when I really just wanted to go to bed. But I thought, you know what? I didn't stream on Monday or Wednesday, so I'm going to start doing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10. So I need to get on tonight, even though I'm late, and check in and say hello to the people who are so gracious to come by and check up on me and this channel. So, looking at the chat here, Joe said, just sitting down in a hammock outside in Colorado. Well, that sounds peaceful, and that sounds relaxing. On your situation with YouTube, I don't know what I could do for you. Again, I don't know what the deal is with the age restriction, how old you're supposed to be, or what you would want me to say in a video. I wouldn't mind to try and help you, but me being at, 15,000 subs, in the grand scheme of YouTube, I am a small fish in a large pond. And I don't think that YouTube would give one single shit about anything that I have to say. That I could, if you let me know what I might be able to do for you, if you have an idea, something that you would like me to say to them directly, maybe I can see about doing that. Maybe I can tweet them. I don't know if you've tried doing that, or if you have a Twitter account. If you've tried getting in touch with the YouTube creators' Twitter profile, that's hit or miss. Sometimes they respond to stuff, sometimes they do not. But let me know, because I want to help out if I can. It's just like I said, if I were PewDiePie, or if I were Jacksepticeye, or if I were Logan Paul, then I'd probably be able to just text someone and be like, "Hey, can you leave my buddy alone?" And they would probably say, "Okay, we'll back off." But with my lowly position, I highly doubt that I'm in a place where I'm going to be able to pull any strings for anybody. I mean, I could barely pull strings for myself. I had my channel demonetized 2 times and had to fight like hell to get it back. Had to make videos what a ridiculous appeals process that was, looking back on it. They make you create videos. You can't just like type an email to them and interact with them. You have to make videos and then upload them to your channel and set them to private, and then let them know when you've uploaded the video, and then they review your video of you appealing, pleading your case to them. And I guess I did it in a fashion that was good enough for me to get my monetization back eventually. But yeah. Anyway. Okay. Let's play this game for just a tiny bit here. Oh, Carrot said, insert super witty, funny, and interesting comment here for $9.99. A $9.99 super chat. Carrot comes through with the always appreciated and the super chat that I'm always grateful for. Thank you very much, Carrot. That super chat, we can all. The cool thing about that one, you see, Carrot, is that anyone who reads it can make it their own. Anyone who reads it can make it their own. They can look at it and they can think in their mind what their idea of a super witty, funny, and interesting comment is. And they can plaster that mentally over your super chat. And that's that. It's a choose your own adventure super chat. Pretty genius. Joe says, I don't know if my Discord account will be deleted also, but if it doesn't, I would still want to talk to you on Discord. I'm on Discord. I don't know how to add friends. I basically only use it to check out several accounts. Is that what they call them on Discord? I don't know. I'm not hip to the Discord lingo. I've got a Discord. I started one several years ago and then never used it. And then I saw that a lot of these indie game developers had Discord channels for their games and shit they were working on. And so I've joined several of those, and I'll get on to check various news and updates, stuff like that. But I have no friends on Discord. I don't know how any of that works, but let me work on that. If I can get a link to my Discord channel or server or whatever, then I'll start putting that into the description of the videos I upload. And that way maybe eventually we can have a thriving Super Divorce Discord server. Mr. Jorfus says the intelligence is chasing me, but I'm fast. Well, as long as it's not an intelligence agency. Carrot's saying that Discord does not link to YouTube in any way other than linking to your channel. What's my Discord name? I think it's just Super Divorce. I'm pretty sure. I think that's what I did. Let me see. I'm gonna open it right now on my PC, and I will try to let you know exactly what's going on with that. Let me see here. I mean, when I look at my profile, it's just Super Divorce. So look for that, I guess. Just look for Super Divorce on Discord. And let me know if you can find it. And if not, then I'll try to do some more digging on that. Carrot says there's a 4-number tag at the end of your name that one would need to add you. Okay, hold on. Let me look again. Like I said, I'm a total noob when it comes to Discord. So let's see. Where would I find this string of numbers that I need? 4 numbers at the end of your name. I'm just trying to find that. I'm trying to see where. Down here, user settings. Why is it not showing that? Under your profile, or just click your name/icon. Okay, when I look at my my fucking account here. No, that's not it. Under your profile, just click your name/icon. Okay, I clicked my name. There's a look, it says you can copy your username. In before chat comes in with the old jokes. This has nothing to do with age. Nothing. I just don't use Discord. I mean, I am kind of old, but I'm not that old. What happens when I paste this in? Oh, here. Okay. I figured it out. Watch this. How about that shit? Teach you to make ageist jokes about me. Looks like I'm super divorced number 3988. If you would like to add me on Discord. If you would like to help us get the super divorced Discord rocking and rolling, then you can add me over there. And maybe I'll check it more than once every month or two. Okay, let me see now. Okay. So the headphones are on. And now let me open up this game here. Oh, hold on. I need to put us over in this region. There we go. Carrot says, Nick looks like gaming Jesus. I'll take that. I mean, I am the greatest gamer alive of all time. So, let me know how the sound is here. As far as the mix. Because I'm used to, I've been recording Self-Delusion at like max audio for the desktop and the mic, and then mixing them later. So now I'm going back to this where I'm trying to get the mix in a live way, and I don't know how it's sounding to you guys. So let me know. If the game audio is too low, I can bring it up a bit. Just say the word, and I'll make it happen. So last time I played this game was last Friday. We're going to continue here. I think I had just expanded the arcade and was able to what they do, they knock down a wall and expanded our arcade area in the back of the laundrette. First thing we got to do is we need to remember to pick up all the trash lying around. which is what we're doing here. Getting all the burgers and all the things. Are we full now? Is that a full bag? That looks full. Toss this in. A rank S trash toss. Mr. Jorfus says, okay, gotta go. Nice video and good night. Good night to you, Mr. Jorfus. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. We'll see you soon, pal. Oh, I gotta get this gum out of here. A hidden package. I still don't know why it says hidden package when you're grabbing the gum. It's not a package. Why would you say that? Looks pretty good in here. Toilet's clean. Won't have to play that mini game right now. Let's check the back room for trash. Oh, I mean the back arcade now. The nice fancy ass arcade we have back here. I think we need one more. Winner! Hidden package of gum. What does this say? Sorry, keys went for ice cream. Haven't come back yet. Alright. All stock. No trash in here. Did I pick it all up? Thought I was missing a piece. Yeah, it says collect more trash. There's got to be at least one more piece of garbage floating around here because my bag is like almost full. Almost. There we go. The pizza box. Okay, 2 more pieces of trash. 2 pizza boxes were lying on the ground. Alright. Perfect toss. Carrot says the gum is clearly a parcel. Oh! I should have gotten these started earlier. I was too concerned with the trash. Get our laundry going here. I wonder if we'll have time to do anything else. Yeah, we've got some time. What I need to do is check our coin machine, the coin hopper. We'll check the hoppers back here. And I got one more. Got this guy. Okay. I've played all these games. So, did I play this one? Yeah, I played the air hockey. So let me take this cash money and deposit it into my safe. So that I can see about maybe making some more upgrades, buying some more machines. That's all good. Press E to use the answering machine. Okay, we might have some messages. Let's see what's going on.
Hello, Ashley. This is your father calling. Welcome at long last to the real world and real responsibility. King Laundry was among my first investments in Grindstone. Not an important one. Honestly, I'd forgotten about the dump. But with shrewd management, perhaps even an ungrateful and capricious teenager like you can make it a success.
There. Nope. What are we drinking tonight? Miller High Life. That's what I've had around for about the past week and a half. Nothing fancy tonight. Anyone else in the chat sipping on anything tonight? Y'all sipping on anything good? That's enough. Let me run back out here and check on these clothes. Ooh, getting close. We might be downgraded to an A rank on some of these. Because I wasn't able to pick them out as hastily as I should have. It's just, it's the way it goes. They all finished up right one after the other. About 2.5 minutes. Carrot says I had a bit of Smirnoff, enough to make me sleepy. Yeah, I'm sleepy too. It's a sleepy night. Editing that video, man, it doesn't seem like much. It's a 10-minute video. It's like, whatever, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. But with like kids running around being weirdos, you know, I had to stop so many times today to go and intervene in things that were happening within the household. It just like dragged on and on and on to get this one video edited and posted. I guess I don't need to listen to all these, do I? I don't know. This is like tutorial shit. I mean, I know all this. I just want to listen to him for completionist's sake.
Next, maybe attend to any other small jobs. Your reputation is your livelihood. Broken machines, scattered trash, or blocked toilets will lose customers. No one wants to come to a faulty, smelly laundrette.
No, they don't.
The washing machines are token operated. Remember to remove the cash from the token machine regularly and put it in the safe in the office.
I've been doing that. I mean, it's not super duper weird that you would see arcade cabinets and machines in a laundromat. I feel like it's fairly common. I mean, usually you wouldn't see anything like this. You wouldn't see a full-blown arcade in the back of a laundromat, but not uncommon to see a Pac-Man machine or maybe Donkey Kong. Something real old school. Oh. Get this out. I believe the laundromat is where my dad said back in the day he used to go to play Joust. That was my dad's favorite arcade machine. Oh, up there. Yeah. You have a Pac-Man, you have something really mainstream that your average customer might decide to get on and play while they're killing the time. Last week I told the story about how I unfortunately lost a special edition Legend of Zelda strategy guide in the laundromat. Took it in with me. And it was one of the DS ones. I can't remember if it was Spirit Tracks or Phantom Hourglass. It was one of those two. And I accidentally left the damn strategy guide sitting somewhere in the laundromat. Went back for it when I realized it was gone and someone had taken it. It was not there any longer. So that was kind of sad. Let's see. Message 7.
Clothes are dry. Take them out and place them ready for the customer to collect.
That was quick.
Remember, I'll be keeping tabs. So arrive on time, keep the place clean, and don't cut corners. Look, Ashley, I know at your age, garment sanitation hardly seems glamorous, but nothing in life comes free. For once, show me you're capable and that you can be trusted. Otherwise, well, the packing plant always needs fresh meat. And fix the toilet.
Carrot says that he had Phantom Hourglass on DS, but not the other one. Not Spirit Tracks. Phantom Hourglass was a lot of fun. They were both really fun. Took getting used to because, as I recall, you had to use the stylus to move around, which was a little strange when I started playing it, but, you know, I got used to it. It wasn't too awful. What a great little handheld, the old DS. I remember I got my DS when I was working third shift at Speedway, the gas station, and I used to take it in there, and, you know, you'd hit these points in the night where there was like nothing to do. And it was great for playing the DS or reading or whatever downtime activity you chose. You know, it'd be like after the bars closed and before people started coming in for work in the morning, there'd just be this dead zone of like 2 hours. And if you busted ass at the start of your shift, those 2 hours you could literally just sit there, which is why I always got right to work. I did not mess around. The moment my shift started at 10 p.m., I was rocking and rolling because I wanted those downtime hours to truly be downtime. So I would get everything done in between customers, putting the new shipments away, getting all that stuff ironed out, knocking it right out. Let me check my coin hoppers here. See if we've... Nope, I don't want to... We're not going to play that right now. Not trying to play any games. I want to play any games. We got that coin hopper out here too, don't we? $30 left right there. Carrot says, I personally was more of a fan of my Game Boy Advance than I was with my DS. Well, I never owned a Game Boy Advance. I had the original Game Boy. I skipped the Advance. And then I got the 3DS. And then the 3DS XL. And Love the 3DS too. I miss the heyday of street passes. If anyone out there had a DS, a 3DS, you know, when they first started pushing those things out, you go to like a convention or something, you'd leave with so many street passes. If you don't know what a street pass is, basically, it's like you would pass another person with a 3DS, and their me character would basically show up inside your DS. We could say that. If you imagine there's like a little town square, a little gate that you could access in the menu. When you open up your 3DS, you go to this little gate, and you would see a line of people waiting. And all of those people would be the people you passed who also had a DS with them. And you would exchange me characters. So you'd see their me waiting at your gate, and when they open their 3DS, you know, your me would be waiting there to greet them. And then you could use all the different me characters that you met to play mini games and unlock puzzle pieces. And all the puzzle pieces that you unlocked, you know, would eventually unlock full 3D pictures from various Nintendo games. I mean, it was just like a silly little diversion, but it was a lot of fun. The business is closing soon here. Let me run this back. Oh, there we go. Oh, Joe's World is back. Hello, Joe. Carrot remembers the fun and excitement of street passes. Like I said, if you took your 3DS to a convention, you know, any sort of pop culture convention, Comic-Con, or if you went to something like that, man, you would leave with a shit ton of street passes. Carrot says also the 3D scan cards they had for augmented reality stuff. Yeah, that stuff was cool. And I can't say the 3DS was underrated because it wasn't. It's like they sold a shit ton of them. It's just, it's weird that it's not like the thing anymore. You know? As much as I enjoy the Switch, there's just something cool about the 3DS that I don't feel like the Switch captures. Maybe it's the fact that the 3DS is just a designated handheld system, and the hybrid nature of the Switch makes it feel like, I don't know, it belongs in a different discussion. Is it really a portable handheld system? I guess you could classify it that way. I just don't play my Switch out in public very often. I've played it at home docked much more than I've ever played it like on the go. Not to say I've never played it on the go, but I don't take it with me the way that I used to take my my 3DS or my DS or my old Game Boy back in the day. A lot of those games on the Switch I just want to see on the TV, I think. Maybe that has something to do with it. Joe said, do you think I could make my game while I'm gone? Well, yeah. I mean, why not? If you don't have other engagements that are taking up your time, then why not? Do one last round of coin collecting here. Got this one over here. Our little Pong machine. And let's deposit our stuff. Maybe I have enough time to hop on the computer real quick. Though I don't want to pass out. That happened to me last time. And then I got in trouble. Oh, it's past 2 a.m. Oh, shit, yeah. I wish it would get darker out at night. That's one gripe I have. It doesn't look dark enough. It looks like dusk. It's supposed to be 2 a.m. Too light in the city. Joe wants to know if I'm ever going to play Gmod. I don't know. That game's been out for so long. I don't know if anyone cares to see me play Gary's mod. Maybe if a bunch of people started asking for it. I'm not opposed to it. I just know that, again, it's been out forever, so I doubt many people are going on YouTube searching out to see who is currently playing Gary's mod in the year of our Lord 2022. Get all this trash out of here. How does it get so messy while we're closed? How does it get so messy in the laundromat while I'm at home taking a snooze, getting ready for the next day? I come back here and look at all this shit just laying around. Who's coming in and eating burgers and pizza while the laundromat's closed? I mean, unless people are breaking in, and this could be a shocking revelation of lore when it comes to this game. Is my father coming in here after I've gone home for the night and just making an unnecessary mess? Because if so, what a dick. What an absolute dick. Collect more trash. I was just trying to get a piece of trash, and I thought it said my bag was. That looked full to me. Still looks full. All right, now it's full. Let me toss these clothes in over here. Trash gorblins coming in at night. Trash goblins, trash gremlins. I mean, it could be some of these weirdos, these weirdo customers I have who just disappear into... Look at them. What's wrong with everybody? You see a little hottie across the way, you're like, oh, I'm going to go chat her up. And then, nope, she just pixelates into the back rooms. Clean this gum up. Get off of there. Give me my hidden package. Collect our little $1.60. Got some cans. I mean, what a bunch of slobs hanging out here. I would hire... Oh, wash done? I would hire a security detail to make sure that people weren't coming in here and just wrecking the joint. After all this work I'm doing, Trying to make it so nice. Go there. Let me check back here again. Looking for some trash. I'm not seeing any more. Maybe that's all. Maybe that's it for now. Maybe that'll be the big reveal at the end of this. You find out it's all simulation. Carrot wants to know who's leaving gum with $20 stuck to it in your laundromat while it's closed. Again, that leads me to believe it is my well-to-do asshole father who's just kind of mocking me. He comes in here, he scatters trash everywhere. He's like, yeah, well, this will teach the little shit. But then he doesn't want to be too mean. So he chews up bubble gum and he like sticks money to it. So when I tug the bubble gum off, then I at least get a little treat for doing so. So I won't be completely demoralized because he kind of likes the job I'm doing, but he also wants to stick it to me. Joe says, yes, make everyone go to the back rooms and they find their Nerf dart from 10 years ago. Is that where the, is that where Nerf darts go when you lose them? Maybe that's where the socks go when you lose socks in the wash. Maybe they're all going to the back rooms. That's the one thing missing from all these back rooms games. Just socks lying everywhere. That would be a fun addition. That'd be a fun little, oh, speaking of, socks on the floor, there you go. They should do that. I bet some people would get that joke, without even having to say anything. If you walked into a backrooms game, and you started just, like, stumbling upon room after room, where there were just socks everywhere. Like, I know what they're doing. They're saying that these socks that always go missing, because everyone has this happen. You know you put all of your damn socks in the wash, or in the dryer, one of the two. But when you're folding your laundry, mysteriously, socks are missing. They're being teleported to the back rooms. Time is it? A conspiracy. A sock conspiracy. Alright, got something ready for the wash. Nerf darts do have a way of disappearing in the same kind of fashion. Same mysterious way. It's like, alright, we're going to have our Nerf battle right here in this room. We're not leaving. We've got all of our darts. We rounded all of them up. We're going to have an epic Nerf dart battle. And at the end, somehow, you're left with about 15% of what you started with. And it's a real bummer, isn't it? Hold on. I think I was... There we go. Let me see. Dear... What is this? From Ben at Arcade Mania. Dear customer name, thank you for your repeat custom at Arcade Mania. As you have shopped with us before... I just want to read the email. Okay, be right back. Let's see what this email is all about. I was hoping he might have a special offer of some sort, but now this is bad timing. Because I don't have time to run back there for 30 seconds and read one sentence and then have to run back out here. I'm just going to have to wait. Carrot says that's like going to the beach and finding sand in your clothes a week later. Yeah, that's annoying too. No one likes that. Especially not Anakin Skywalker. So I might have time to finish this damn email. If I can get these clothes put up in time. Let's see. I don't know. 40-ish. I think I can finish reading this email before I have to be back out there. Where is it? There. Did you know each game has its own how to play section in the PDA? Just open the arcade management section of the PDA, then select the game, and you can check the how to play section. Our current top picks are Blockchain and Zombat 2, which seems to be going down a storm. Regards the Arcade Mania team. Cool. I don't want to look at all that right now, though. Don't need to do that. Almost done. Made it in time. Speaking of, what are your thoughts on the prequels if you're a Star Wars fan? I used to be a Star Wars fan. I used to be. I think it's all been ruined. And I don't pay attention to anything now. I don't pay attention. I don't acknowledge. Let me say this. I am a Star Wars fan in that I will acknowledge, talk about, reminisce about the pre-Disney days of Star Wars. I think that the original trilogy is where it's at. I don't hate the prequels. Let's see. I don't have enough money for anything else right now, so I'm gonna have to wait. Okay. Still need to gather some more money. 7. I think what Disney did, if anything, is they made the prequels shine up just nice. They shine the prequels up just nice. Because the debate used to be, you know, like, oh, are you, you know, you original trilogy, you prequels? Why do you hate the prequels? Why do you love the prequels? That was really the point of contention within the Star Wars fan base, within the fandom. Prequel haters versus people who either thought they were okay or loved them. And some spirited debates, we could say, took place between those two camps. At the end of the day, everyone loved Star Wars, though. Everyone respected George Lucas, even if they talked a lot of shit. There was a degree of acknowledgement there that this was something that was special, and you may not have agreed with George Lucas and all of his creative decisions over the years, but it was special to him. It was his creation, and he treated it with care. The way it's handled now, damn shame what's happened. Horrible mistake, him selling it off. Never should have happened. Never should have gotten rid of it. And he probably feels that way now. How could he not? With what they've done. Also, let me say this on the prequels. Watching the Clone Wars completely changed my entire perception of those movies. Which is kind of a failing on George Lucas's part. I mean, that watching Clone Wars made me really appreciate the prequels to a degree that I didn't think was possible. But there was so much in the Clone Wars that should have been in those prequel films, you know, that should have been in the movies. And you should not make your fans watch an entire TV series to be able to appreciate a trilogy of mainline films in your franchise, in your universe, whatever you want to call it. But that's how I felt. It was like, man, now that I've seen all of this, and now that I have so much more, you know, lore rolling around in my skull, now that I've actually seen Anakin and Obi-Wan out in the world, going on dangerous missions together, I actually buy that sort of relationship that we're supposed to care so much about in those prequel trilogy films. It's like, okay, now I get it. After however many seasons of Clone Wars and however many hours I've put into watching this show, okay, now I get it. Now I care about their relationship. Now I care about what's going on between these two, and the arc, the you know, the way that you see their relationship begin, how it unfolds, how it ends. All of that just, it hits so much harder after watching the Clone Wars. And if they could have found a way to make people care without sitting through an entire TV series, then I think that the prequel films would have been much more accepted and celebrated. Two, one. How about you, Carrot? Or anyone else? Any Star Wars fans here? Anyone who's still on board? You have to be a brave individual. I don't know. Maybe that's not the right word for it. You gotta be something. You gotta be a certain type of individual if you're still on board with Star Wars. The Disney version of it. In my opinion, one of the worst trilogies of films that I've ever had the displeasure of viewing in my life. The sequel trilogy with characters that, I mean, boy, what a failing. What an absolute failing. Joe says, why is your other channel have Punished in it? The other channel is Punished Super Divorce because it's a Metal Gear reference. Like Punished Venom Snake. And if you're not into Metal Gear, I can't explain to you the Metal Gear story in less than like 10 hours. So let's just say that that was the channel that I fled to with all of my video game music when I became disgraced, when YouTube made me a disgraced man when they punished me, took away my monetization, they said, you can't have any of these videos on your channel anymore. Well, they didn't say that. They alluded to it. YouTube is tricky, and then they won't exactly come out and say things. They just make you figure it out. So they said, you've got certain videos on your channel that we don't like, and you need to get rid of those and then try to have your channel monetized again. I was like, oh, okay. Well, when I got my channel monetized, I was doing no commentary playthroughs, and the only type of video I'd added after that were the menu music videos I was doing. So I just came to the conclusion they must not like these music videos I'm putting up here. Even though I'm not getting copyright strikes for having them up, I'm recording all of this from in the games myself and editing them. They let me do it for months. And then just one day we're like, hey, tap, 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 you're demonetized. And there's a certain type of video you're putting up here, and we're not going to tell you what it is, but we don't like it, and you have to get rid of all of them. And I said, okay. So I made a separate channel so that I would have some place to re-upload them, because some of them had, I had several videos that were over 1 million views. And I had to take them all down. I'm sure lots of people had them bookmarked. One day they went to watch their favorite video game music video, and it was just gone. This video does not exist. And that's just the way it was. And then, of course, I tried to save them. I tried to rescue them all. I spent like a week doing nothing but downloading all of my music videos and re-uploading them, putting all the information back in, re-uploading all the thumbnails, all that shit. I had to do it all over from scratch. Got it all back up there, and it's too bad, because they'll never reach the view counts that they had before. Not that I even care about making money off them, because I can't have that channel monetized ever. And I knew that going in. I was like, I'm just going to make this channel so I can put these videos back up, so they'll be here, so the people who enjoyed listening to them will be able to find them and enjoy them once more. But I can never make money off those videos. I can't make money off that channel. So the only thing I was like really bummed about was that satisfaction of looking at a video that I had put together, multiple ones, and saying, hey, cool, man, I've got a few million plus view videos on my channel. And they're just not going to reach that again, more than likely. I did see that some of them had actually been stolen. Some of my videos had been stolen and re-uploaded by other YouTubers. And I don't report them. You get a little alert. And what I do is I have, on several occasions, just commented on the person's video. Like, hey, this looks familiar. Because they obviously stole it from me. And I'll let them do it. Whatever. Like I said, I'm not making money off of those. It's just a little pathetic, I think. Stealing other people's shit that they worked on to create. Their uploads. On Star Wars, looks like Carrot is in the same boat as me. Says, I refuse to follow Star Wars after the sequels. Well, that's the way a lot of people feel. And I think it's completely warranted to feel that way. Because how do you take Star Wars and drive it into the ground the way that they have? I guess when you hire people like Rian Johnson to direct one of your movies, I mean, what a smug little son of a bitch. There's that, and he probably said it on multiple occasions, but I always think of that. There's a video of him at some convention, or he's on a panel, and he's talking about The Last Jedi. He's like, I set out to make a movie that I knew half of the fans were absolutely gonna despise. I wanted to make a Star Wars movie that I knew half of the fan base would hate. Mission accomplished, bud. Probably over half hate that movie, but it did divide the fan base. The sequel trilogy divided the fan base like nothing in Star Wars ever had before. Made the arguments between prequel lovers and haters seem like, like a child's play, as they say. Like nothing. But that could be an entire stream just lamenting the state of Star Wars. It is what it is now. It's done. It's over. I'm not saying Star Wars is dead, because you can't take away the original trilogy. You can't take away the prequels. That stuff is there. You can't take away Clone Wars. You can't take away the EU. Disney can try to shove a bunch of that stuff to the side when they open their little theme park, and they put the focus on their new characters, on Kylo Ren, on Rey, on the characters no one gives a shit about, though fans are still saying, oh, give us more memorabilia to buy that has to do with the original trilogy or with the prequels. It's like, no, we think you want more Kylo Ren lightsabers. That's what we're going to stock our shelves with. And you're going to like it. Anyway. Carrot says, frankly, how do you tank one of the most beloved film franchises of all time in only 2 out of 3 movies? I say 2 because, let's be honest, that's when everyone stopped watching, or at least should have. Yeah. I think a lot of people, like, I was okay with Force Awakens. Everyone was just so caught up in the nostalgia and that there was a lot being done with practical effects again after the prequels being so heavy on CG. You had J.J. Abrams come in. It's like, oh, he's going back to the roots. He's doing practical effects, And it seemed like they might be setting something up that could progress into a decent trilogy over time. But then, Last Jedi just absolutely was the dagger through the heart, and Rise of Skywalker was just ridiculous. I think that J.J. Abrams came in and tried to clean up the mess as best he could. I watched it one time and I was like, I didn't hate it the way I hated Last Jedi, but it was just instantly forgettable, and it felt like such a rushed mess to button things up. But then you hear oh, they didn't have a story planned out for an entire 3-act arc. They were just kind of flying by the seat of their pants the entire time. They had this idea for Force Awakens, and then they're like, well, we don't really know what we're going to do for the other 2 yet. We're going to let Rian Johnson direct the second film, and then maybe J.J. Abrams will come back. But that wasn't planned out. They didn't know they were going to do that. So that's why, no wonder it feels so disjointed and weird and bad, awful. It was just really awful series of movies when you compare them to their predecessors. Just no excuse for it. And then what they've done with the EU, we've got 30 years of novels and expansion that's taken place within this universe. Guess what? It's all gone now. Those are legends. Those are the Star Wars Legends. Now we've got the new, whatever the hell they call it. Their stupid ass polished corporate name for it. I don't remember what their stupid name is now. I'm starting to lose it, but Carrot says, I find it staggering that the only thing they could think of for the third movie is Palpatine returns. Yeah, and to do it in such a horrible way. I mean, the ending reminds me of, it's like shit that little kids would say on the playground. It's like something I would have said, or when you're arguing, you're playing Star Wars on the playground. And whatever kid who's, who's playing the big bad guy on the dark side that afternoon, his big line is, well, I'm all the Sith. And what do you come back with? Oh yeah, well, I'm all the Jedi. It's just like the most childish, stupid ending that you could possibly think up. It's embarrassing. It's really, really awful. I'm all the Sith. Well, I'm all the Jedi. It's just back and forth. Just, no, not good. Not good. All right, I'm about to pass out here, I think. So thank you guys for hanging out a bit, and went a little longer than I was going to. I was going to hop on here for an hour. Looks like we did almost an hour and a half, hour 20. So maybe sometime we can get on and we'll have a dedicated Star Wars discussion. Talk about the good times, the bad times, the in-between times. Perhaps. I just don't want to signal boost Star Wars because I don't want Disney to get any more Star Wars money. I don't want to make videos about how bad it is. I don't want to bitch about it because I don't want to highlight it. I just want it to fizzle out. It's like that thing in wrestling. They always say that if a guy comes out and he's getting booed, even if they're trying to push a certain guy as like a good guy, if a guy comes out and the fans are reacting in the wrong way, but they're still reacting, then that's something. You can work with that. You can spin that into an interesting storyline. You can, you can do something with that. There are places to go in a narrative sense with someone who is eliciting some kind of reaction from the audience. The worst thing is for the crowd to go mild. And so that's why I try not to bitch about this stuff too much, whether it's Star Wars or the comic book industry, anything that I feel like has just, gone to shit. I just try to let it go. Just let it simmer. And focus in on the stuff that's coming out that I do find entertaining. Not because I'm afraid to talk about it, but because I don't want to I don't want to give these people any more free publicity than they already get. There are a lot of people out there who talk about how much they hate this or that thing coming out of this or that franchise, and then they'll just drill into it nonstop over and over again. And they sit down, they watch all the shows, they watch all the movies. Like, I'm just done. When it comes to Star Wars, I'm done. I've checked out. I don't watch the new shows coming out. I'm not paying attention to their whatever timeline that they've got. Here's our bullshit list of Star Wars content that we're going to release over the next 5 years. I just don't care. I don't care. It was your job, Disney, to make me care. It was your job to handle this franchise, this mythological universe. It was your job to handle it with care and to treat it with respect and to continue giving fans what they wanted. And I don't mean in the sense of making sure that every person who says they're a Star Wars fan would be happy with every single decision made and every single story. That's never going to be the case. There is disappointment. There is, that's part of the ride of the story, is not knowing what's going to happen. And sometimes you are disappointed, but you hope that it's done in a way where it feels legit and it feels genuine inside of the story that's being told. And nothing about anything that Disney has done has felt genuine. It's all felt manufactured, fake, phony, and illegitimate. And so I don't care. And I don't follow it, and I don't pay attention to it. And that's me. That's what I do. That's how I handle that shit. If you see a red dot with a number in it, click on it and press the accept button. Are you talking about on Discord? I'm guessing that's what you're talking about. You would have to be. All right, I'll keep an eye out. All right, I'm going to go and get some sleep. And tomorrow, check back. I will have the third part of our self-delusion playthrough up here. By the end of it, not by the end of part 3, but by the end of this series of videos, by the end of the self-delusion game, I will have just about lost my mind. It was one of the most difficult games to complete that I've worked my way through in some time. It was quite something. I said in the video, I think, the last game that I had that much trouble completing was Five Nights at Freddy's Ultimate Custom Night, getting through all those challenges. I think the final hour of, maybe the final 2 hours of self-delusion was like on that level of frustration and difficulty and horse shit. So you'll probably have fun watching that and seeing me lose my mind. So please look forward to that one. And as usual, like this video. Please comment below if you got anything. If you're watching later, share with your friends, your family, your enemies. Get some more people on over here to Super Divorce. Tell them to come and hang out. And we'll get back on schedule with the streams. So the next stream will be Monday night at 10. We'll have another self-delusion video tomorrow, part 3 of the multi-part series. I don't know exactly how many videos it's going to be yet, but part 3 will be up tomorrow. Part 2 just went up before this stream started, so if you haven't watched that, please check it out. And check out your Super Divorce music on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, wherever you like to stream your tunes. You can find Super Divorce. And finally, sub to the channel if you haven't done that. And don't forget to bong the gong or click the notification bell so you know when new videos go up, and so that maybe you get an alert from YouTube when I go live for a live stream. But we can get around that, as I mentioned earlier, by just checking in on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around 10 a.m. or not 10 a.m., 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Got started a little late tonight, but better late than never, eh? All right. Everyone, take real good care. Keep kicking ass. Love you lots. Lord willing, I'll be back very soon with another video for you to watch. Bye-bye.